Sitting here reading about George Mueller and talking about some of the practices of the early church. It used to be that you rented your pew. You paid for that spot. That was your spot to sit in. As you got closer to the front of the church, the rent was higher. And when you got all the way to the back of the church, those pews was free. Anybody could come and sit in them. Guess what? None of them Baptist. Most part Baptists like to sit on the back row. When we was visiting churches, that was the way we knowed not to get in anybody's seat. We would just sit in one of the first two pews, because we know there's going to be empty anyway. The idea, though, is that you had your special place. You paid for that place. You bought that place. You paid a rent for it. Nowadays, well, George didn't like that, so what he decided to do was he put a box in the back. And you give here, whatever you give, and sit where you want to. And that's where we are today. We're still following that example. You give as the Lord lays on your heart, and sit where you want to. I hear horror stories about people sitting down and somebody tapping them on the shoulder and saying, "You're in my spot." I've never had that to happen. But if I ever do, my response is going to be, yeah, and there was someone else that was in your spot. Someone that took your spot on the cross of Calvary. They took the punishment that you deserved and offered love and grace to you. They took your spot and overcome the grave so that you, being a joint heir, also can overcome the grave through their power. I'm so glad somebody took my spot. Anyway, God bless you guys. When you go to church this week, why don't you really shake things up and sit somewhere completely different? It may freak everybody out. Just a thought. Anyway, God bless you.